What's up, YouTube? So, something you might not know about me is I decided to be a vegetarian when I was like 2 years old, and so throughout my life people have been saying things to me like, oh, it must be so hard for you to find something to eat at a fast food restaurant. And that's not really the case. There's actually a lot I can eat at pretty much any fast food restaurant I go to. I'm not a vegan, so I can still eat cheese, so that's fantastic. So I decided to make a tier list of fast food restaurants and let you guys know what I would eat at each one. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are at the tier list. I made it in Tier Maker, so I will put a link in the description in case you guys want to make your own tier list with the same template. And these are the restaurants that we will be working with. If there's anything that I'm missing, too bad. But these are the ones that we will be ranking today. Alright, so to get started, we've got Arby's. Arby's is a pretty alright place. They don't have a whole lot that I can eat, being that their whole slogan is "We have the meats," but the things that they do have that I can eat I very much enjoy. Most of them are sides. As you can see, they've got the curly fries. Those are very good. I like the seasoning on them a lot. I don't know if I've had their crinkle fries because their curly fries are so good. Their mozzarella sticks are pretty good. I haven't had their jalapeno bites. Side salad, pretty standard. A couple things that I really like on their menu are the apple and cherry turnovers. Those are always good. Apparently they have floats, and I didn't know that. I don't go to Arby's all that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a D tier just because of the lack of variety of things that I can get there, and the fact that I don't go there very often. It's a D tier for me, but it's still a very good place to go if you're in the mood for that. I much prefer their old slogan of good mood food. So moving on to Bojangles. Bojangles has really good biscuits, particularly the Bowberry biscuit. It's a very sweet blueberry biscuit with an icing on top. I just noticed they have this pimento cheese biscuit. That might be pretty good. Their regular biscuits are also very good with jelly or butter or whatever you want to put on them. I enjoy those. Their potato rounds are hash browns. They're very tasty. I like those a lot. The cinnamon biscuit, also pretty good, and I'm definitely gonna have to try out the sweet potato pie. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Alright, so Bojangles, again, not a whole lot I can eat. It's got some very good stuff. I think I'm gonna give that also a D tier along with Arby's because, again, it doesn't have a whole lot I can eat. I don't go there too often. I go to Bojangles a little more often than Arby's, and so this will still be D tier, but it'll be slightly higher D tier than Arby's, I think. Next up, we have Burger King. Burger King has gotten a lot of hate from a lot of people. I don't know many people who really enjoy going to Burger King. I used to love going to Burger King. They used to have a very good veggie burger. However, they replaced it with the Impossible Whopper, and I'm not a fan. I don't like fake meat that tastes like, I guess, meat, and the texture, I don't like the texture. Not really a fan of the Impossible Whopper. It's just, you know, maybe it's good if you actually like meat or are used to it, but I'm not, and I really liked the just standard veggie burger that they had before. But that being said, I have always really liked their mozzarella sticks, which they finally have again. They took them off the menu for a while. I had no idea they had jalapeno cheddar bites. I'm gonna have to try that. That sounds awesome. And their cheesy tots, oh my gosh, those are good. Their fries are pretty okay. Not the best fries out there, but they'll do. So with all that in mind, and taking into account the cheesy tots, I'm gonna go ahead and give Burger King a C tier, because those cheesy tots, they do it for me. Their salads are also pretty good at Burger King. Alright, next up is Carl's Jr. / Hardee's. We have Hardee's on the East Coast, and I haven't been there in quite a while, and so I'm not really sure what I would eat there, but I went on the menu here and I found this bean, rice, and cheese burrito, and that looks awesome. So next time I go there, I'm definitely gonna pick one of those up. And aside from that, get it, sides, I would go for their curly fries, maybe some onion rings, a shake. That sounds pretty good. Cinnamon roll, ooh, that looks nice. But considering I don't really go there ever, and without having tried that bean and rice and cheese burrito, which looks amazing, I'm gonna have to put this at E tier, because it's just not a place that I ever think to go to, and it doesn't seem like it has a lot that I could eat there that I couldn't get at another place, really, and perhaps better. So I'm gonna have to go and try that burrito, but aside from that, E tier. I would still eat there, but I wouldn't choose to go there. Okay, next up we have Chick-fil-A. They've apparently got biscuits and hash browns in the morning. I am never awake. Let's see what else. Their salads, I really like their salads. I get them without chicken, of course. Their salads are good. I often get side salad. It's actually a lot bigger than you'd think, and I really like it with the avocado lime ranch that they have. Chick-fil-A's sauce game is top notch, honestly. I love their Polynesian sauce, and I love their Chick-fil-A sauce, especially on their waffle fries. Another thing that's really good is their mac and cheese. I will often get a couple of those and then heat them up later. And then to wash it down, I will usually get a chocolate milkshake, which is very good. I'll have to try their other flavors, but I really do like their chocolate milkshake quite a lot. So Chick-fil-A, I like a good bit. Morals aside, I'm gonna put them at a B tier for their food. Very good. And next up we have Chipotle. Chipotle, you can kind of get whatever you want in your burrito, that is. I didn't know they had tacos or quesadillas. I guess quesadillas are new. That's kind of cool. Might try that. My only problem really with Chipotle is that it's kind of the same burrito every time, and it's very big, it's very filling. That's not a bad thing if you're really hungry. And it generally tastes pretty good, but the price is usually a little bit higher at Chipotle. That being said, another B tier for Chipotle. I like them fairly well. Okay, so next up is Cookout. Cookout's website menu looks just like their drive-thru menu, and the menu inside, it's all one single block of stuff. They've got some good options. I usually go for a Cookout tray, and I will get a cheese quesadilla with a side of either another cheese quesadilla or onion rings. Their hush puppies are very good. Even if you get them by themselves, they're very cheap, and they're really good hush puppies, honestly. Their fries are good, and they also have white cheddar cheese bites. Those are pretty good. I usually get a large Cheerwine as my drink to fill out my Cookout tray, and it is very simple. They've also got like a million flavors of milkshakes. Most of the ones that I've had have been pretty good. I didn't really like the eggnog one, which is a seasonal holiday one. It's only available in December. But aside from that, I've liked what I've gotten there. They also do a Cajun seasoning on the fries, and that's very good. Cookout is also open till 4 a.m. every night, so that contributes to me going there quite a bit more. And so with all that in mind, I think I'm gonna put them, this is a tough one between A and B. I think I will go A tier because I go there a lot more often, probably because they're open every day. They're open till 4 a.m. unlike Chick-fil-A, which is closed on Sunday, which is ridiculous in this day and age. Golly gee, you know, maybe just open later, Chick-fil-A, if you're doing a religious thing. Anyway, on to Culvers. Culvers is a very good restaurant. Their fries are pretty good, their side salad's pretty good, their onions are pretty good, but what you're really going to Culvers for is their Wisconsin cheese curds. Those are so good. And the pretzel bites with Wisconsin cheddar cheese sauce. Oh my gosh, so good. Aside from that, they have some pretty good shakes and smoothies and floats and all those kinds of drinks. Also, every time I've gone to Culver's, everyone there has been so friendly. It might just be the location, but I've kind of heard that from other people as well that went to different locations. The staff is always super nice. I'm gonna give Culver's an A tier as well, and move right along to Del Taco.
Get to Del Taco! They got a new thing called free shavacadoo!
Which I've honestly not been there in years, but I do remember their tostadas are really good, and I think they had like potatoes a long time before Taco Bell had potatoes. They have a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go back there, but they don't have any on the East Coast, and they're all out west, so I'll have to go on a road trip someday. And Del Taco is one of the few fast food places that has a full vegetarian menu. And honestly, like, looking at all these, I would be happy with any of these options. They all look really good. Oh my gosh. I've got to go back here. So Del Taco is going to be an easy A tier for me just because of the huge variety of food you can get there, and from what I remember, they were really good when I went, and I've always had the idea of going back there in my mind, so I enjoyed it. And next up we have Domino's. Domino's pizza I like quite a lot. I like the seasoning on their crusts a lot, and I usually get like pineapple pizza. I'm one of those people. But I've always also wanted to try some of their like pasta options and other things like that, but I just haven't, you know, because it's a pizza place. I'm usually inclined to get pizza. I will occasionally get their cheesy stuffed breadsticks and their Parmesan bites. I get the Parmesan bites more than anything, and those are really good. I didn't even know they had salads. That's interesting. But yeah, sometimes I alternate between their hand-tossed and their pan pizzas, and they have a lot of good options as far as sauces and cheeses and a lot of good combinations you can get. But something that I get almost every time now are these chocolate lava crunch cakes. These things are amazing. They are so good, so rich and just perfect. Oh my gosh. Get these right now. I mean, next time you go to Domino's, that is. You'll thank me later. So Domino's, I'm gonna give that an easy A tier. Alright, moving on to Dunkin Donuts. Dunkin Donuts is pretty good. I tend to like their coffee at home more than the coffee that they brew at the actual restaurant. My go-to drink is usually a hazelnut latte hot. However, I find that at Dunkin Donuts, the employees often just like pump way too much or way too little syrup into their coffee. It's just not as good as it could be, but we're talking about fast food here, so I'm gonna have to say their hash browns are amazing. They've got really good bagels. I'll often get a everything bagel with vegetable cream cheese, and that is really, really good. I'll also sometimes get this veggie egg white omelet. It's also pretty good. And their donuts are also pretty good too. So Dunkin' Donuts, I'm gonna give a B tier, but a strong B tier. I like it quite a bit, but their coffee could be a little bit better. On to Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And the first thing that you notice is there is not a big selection for vegetarians here. There's the veggie sandwich and the veggie sandwich with cheese and a grilled cheese. And also their fries. Their fries are pretty good, also seasoned well. Their veggie sandwich, even though it's really the only thing I can get there, it's very well done. It's got grilled onions, mushrooms, green peppers with melted American-style cheese, served on toasted golden buns with lettuce and tomatoes. The buns are really good, and then you can get any of these other toppings on there as well, and it ends up making a really good sandwich. So even though they only really do the one thing, they do that one thing really well. I think that's gonna bump it up from a D to a C for me, just because I really like that sandwich. Okay, next up we have Hungry Howie's, and honestly, this is the only one that I'm gonna say I don't want to eat here. I'm not gonna eat there. I've only had it once, and maybe it was just a bad pizza, but oh my gosh, it was so bad. I felt sick afterwards. I could maybe give them another try, but like, unless it, like, I wouldn't buy it myself. If somebody else had a Hungry Howie's pizza and they said it was good, I might give it a try. But I couldn't even finish the pizza. It was bad. Yeah, I will not eat here tier. Okay, next up we have In-N-Out Burger. This is a place I actually haven't been because I'm pretty sure it's just in like California and stuff. So I've been to California, but I haven't been there. I hear it's good. Okay, so next up is Jack in the Box. Another place I haven't been to in a long time, but when I did go there, I really liked their mozzarella sticks. However, I'm looking on their menu and the mozzarella sticks appear to be gone. Aside from that, their curly fries were pretty good, and I think they have hash browns for breakfast, but really, they don't have much of anything. They don't have much for vegetarians at all. Their shakes, I seem to remember being good, and these mini churros look enticing, and so does the chocolate cake and the cheesecake. That looks good. But I'm gonna have to put this one down there with Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. There's just not really anything that I can get. Honestly, without the mozzarella sticks, even less, and that's kind of sad. Alright, next up we have Jasmin Olivz, which is a much smaller chain, and I think they're just in the Raleigh area. However, I hope to see them expand quite a lot. They're a Mediterranean food, and oh my gosh, they are good. I love this place. The spinach zaki, so good. Same with the falafel pita and the spicy falafel panini. Wow, so good. Oh my gosh. You can also build your own. They've also got little pita pockets. That's an example, and you can pick what you want in it. So you can get falafel in it, you can get any of these ingredients in it. You can get avocado falafel, you can get rice, you can get a Greek salad on the side. I always do. It's really good. Oh my gosh. This place is like my first experience with Mediterranean food, and oh my gosh, was it a good one. Jasmin Olivz is gonna get our first S tier. It is amazing, and I really hope that they expand, and if you're in the Raleigh area, go there. They're so good. Next up we have Jersey Mike's. I haven't been there yet, so I'm gonna put that in the I have not eaten there yet. However, I do notice that they have a veggie sub pre-made on there, so that's probably what I'll get when I go there. Okay, so next up we have another sub place. We have Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's I've been to a few times, and I really like them. They make the sandwiches very fast, and they are very good. I usually get some variant of the veggie. One thing I like about Jimmy John's is that they have an avocado spread on their default veggie, and I think that's a very good choice. And pretty generally, I like the taste of their ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and give Jimmy John's a B tier. I would choose to go there. Okay, so next up we have Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Not much to talk about here except for these secret recipe fries. Whatever that recipe is, it's amazing. I really love these fries, but that's about it for this restaurant. I will eat their macaroni and cheese, and their biscuits are okay, but they're not as good as, say, Bojangles biscuits, and it appears they also have corn and mashed potatoes. I think I've had the mashed potatoes and it was like, okay. Not a place that I would really choose to go to much. I'm gonna give Kentucky Fried Chicken an E tier because there's literally 5 things that I can get that are all somewhat mediocre except for the one thing which is well above average. If I want those fries, I will go there specifically for the fries, but aside from that, nah. Little Caesars, it's $5 cheese pizza. It's good, especially if you're in the neighborhood. You know, you just want a quick pizza that you can just walk in, be like, pizza, now! And then you get a pizza, and that's it. And it's in and out, you're done. It's not in and out, and it's not the burger. It's not in and out burger, it's you go in, you get the pizza, and you go out. Anyway, it's pretty good. However, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a C tier because it's just kind of average. It's just pizza. It's simple, and it's effective. And their garlic sauce isn't too bad. It's pretty good, actually. Alright, on to McDonald's. McDonald's is one of those places where I will get a sandwich that is very cheap. I'll get like a cheeseburger, add lettuce and tomato, but with no meat. I've still got the cheese, however, that's the thing that they always mess up. They always forget to put cheese on. I don't know what it is, but McDonald's and Wendy's, when I ask for no meat, I don't mean no cheese. I don't understand what the problem is. Okay, I wouldn't order a cheeseburger if I didn't want the cheese. I would just order a regular burger with no cheese and then add lettuce and tomato or whatever else you don't put on it. McDonald's, Wendy's already puts it on it. It's kind of garbage food, but I like it sometimes, so I'll still get it. Their French fries are good. Their French fries are vehicles for their honey mustard, which is really good. I really like their honey mustard quite a lot. Their hash browns are pretty good. McDonald's. You know what? I'm gonna give it a C tier along with Burger King. It's between C and D, honestly. Burger King kind of messed up when they switched to the Impossible Whopper rather than the Veggie Burger, which I really liked. They're about the same for me now. I don't care. Honestly, you know what? Yeah, they're both going down to D tier now. Actually, I don't know. C and D tier here are pretty similar. Alright, up next we have Moe's, and Moe's is pretty much the same thing as Chipotle to me. It's the same old build your own burrito sort of deal. They've got good queso. They're generally overpriced, but they're very good, so I'm gonna give them a solid B tier right along with Chipotle. Pretty much the same thing in my mind. And next up we have Panera Bread. Another one of my favorites, and their menu on their website looks absolutely terrible. They're going for like some kind of minimalistic thing and it just looks bad. But there's a lot of options for vegetarians at Panera Bread, and they've got everything from like bagels and other confectionaries to sandwiches. And the sandwich that I absolutely love is the Mediterranean veggie, and oh my goodness, the bread is so good, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. The sandwich has like a nice sweetness to it. It's got really good cheese, it's got onions, it's got tomatoes, lettuce, it's got cucumbers and some kind of peppers. Oh my goodness, I love this sandwich. Not to mention it comes with like half a baguette with like butter, and oh my gosh, so good. I'll usually also get a chocolate chip cookie when I go there with my meal. They've got salads, they've got bread bowls, they've got coffee, they've got a really good agave lemonade, I think. Anyway, Panera, that's going to be another S tier from me. Okay, up next we have Pizza Hut, and honestly, I like Pizza Hut pretty much as I like Domino's. We're going to put that up at A tier. You know, I get same sort of stuff. The one thing that I think that Pizza Hut does a little bit better than Domino's is their stuffed crust. They have a little bit better of a cheesy stuffed crust than Domino's, and apparently they have Cinnabon. That's pretty neat. I've never ordered dessert there. I'll have to do that. I like Pizza Hut a good bit. I also have fond memories of their reading program from when I was a kid. Like, you read a book and you get like a medal. I've still got it somewhere after you read like 10 books or something, and you get free personal pan pizzas. And they're just like the little circular cheese pizzas. Oh man, those were good. Good days. Alright, next up we have Popeyes. I've never eaten there, but I assume it would be along the same lines as KFC or Bojangles or something like that, so you can guess where that would be in my tier list. Following that, we have Shake Shack, which is another place I haven't been as far as I remember. I may have went there once, but I don't remember it at all. On to my favorite gas station in the world, Sheetz. Sheetz has an amazing variety of foods. They're open 24/7. Oh my goodness, Sheetz is very, very yummy. They've got donuts, they've got a menu somewhere. Alright, so I couldn't find their menu on their website, so I'll just explain it to you. They have everything. They have pizza, they have quesadillas, they have salads, they have donuts. They have some of my favorites, which are fried macaroni bites with jalapeno ranch. And you can make your own sandwiches. I usually go for a grilled cheese with provolone and pepper jack with tomato and ranch inside the sandwich. It's all grilled to perfection. So good. And I'll usually get that alongside a bagel with butter and jelly, and so good. I really like Sheetz. They have so many different things. They have mozzarella sticks, they have cheese bites, they have hash browns, they have pretty much anything you could want. They have so many different kinds of food. It's very good. I'm gonna give Sheetz an easy A tier. It's a very good place to eat. I'll eat there any time of day and find something that I can eat and enjoy. And actually, reconsidering what I did earlier, I'm gonna keep Burger King up at the C tier and leave it like that. C and D tier are very close together in my mind, so we'll leave things there. And up next we have Sonic. Sonic has a pretty good variety of stuff. They've got French toast sticks, which I really enjoy. Their coffee, their iced coffee is pretty good. I really like their mozzarella sticks. I get those a lot. Their tater tots are really good. Their cheese tots are the same thing with cheese, just better. They have fries, cheese fries. Pretty good all around. Their onion rings are very good. I'm in love with their soft pretzel twist. It's amazing with mustard or their cheese sauce, which they usually give to you with it. And then I'll usually top it off with like a cherry limeade. So that being said, Sonic, I believe I will give a B tier. Because although they don't have a super lot of food, I really do enjoy what they do have, and B tier seems appropriate for the amount that I go there. Alright, now we have Starbucks, and they have kind of a limited menu because they're not really as much a food place as they are a coffee place. Their coffee I like better than Dunkin Donuts. They tend to do a much better job on their hazelnut lattes. They also have a vanilla bean frappuccino that I really like. They have a lot of good teas. I believe they're partnered with Teavana. I really like the Passion Tango tea a lot. This spinach feta egg white wrap is pretty good. Pretty much anything in their bakery is good. They've got a lot of baked goods options. I really like their bagels. They used to have Bantam bagels, which were like little bagel orbs with cream cheese in the middle, and they were fantastic. I would go there just for those. burgers, but every time I've tried to order them, they've said they haven't had them recently, and that's kind of upsetting. I think what happened is that they replaced them with these silly egg bite things, and I've had them once and they were like fine. But I can also recommend the tomato and mozzarella panini. That's a pretty good one. So Starbucks, I think I'll put it probably also a B tier because it's not really my go-to by any means for food, but what food it does have, it's really good. The coffee's better than Dunkin Donuts. I feel like it's fair to put it on B along with Dunkin Donuts. They're about the same as far as like, would I be satisfied with either? Yes. So Starbucks, B tier. I think that makes sense to me. Alright, Steak and Shake. I haven't been there either. That'll go there. Alright, next up is Subway. And Subway has been getting a lot of shit from a lot of people in their tier lists or other videos. I disagree. Subway is an easy S tier for me, and I'll tell you why. I've been getting the same sub since I was in first grade, with little variations here and there. I used to get the deli sandwich, they don't make them anymore, but my little tummy could only handle that much food, and it was very, very good. I really miss those deli buns, but these days I get a foot-long veggie delight on Italian herbs and cheese bread with provolone and pepper jack toasted to perfection, with honey mustard, mayonnaise, and sweet onion sauce. Put on some lettuce, tomato, cucumber, bell peppers, onions, sometimes olives, sometimes banana peppers. But those are the key ingredients right there. And then you add oil and vinegar and Parmesan and oregano, and it is amazing. I love it so much. You will not change my mind that Subway is an amazing restaurant. I don't care what you think. I don't care how their meats taste, obviously. So for me, Subway, S tier, for sure. They also have really good pizzas as well, and you can get any of the ingredients on that as well. I also have some variants of my sandwich, but I won't waste your time with that here. Okay, moving on. Another easy S tier, Taco Bell. Taco Bell has a lot of options for vegetarians. Recently they've added potatoes, and potatoes are amazing. I love their cheesy potato bowls. You can pretty much ask for any menu item, just sub potatoes or black beans for the meat, and you're good to go. They are fantastic. I really like the cheesy gordita crunch, sub potatoes for meat, because that's cheaper than subbing black beans for meat. Add black beans, and sometimes add a little bit of nacho cheese on there. Very good. Also, cheese quesadilla. Very good as well. Cheesy roll-ups. One thing that I really miss that Taco Bell got rid of years ago was their fire roasted sauce. I used to put a packet of their fire roasted sauce on the cheese roll-ups, and so good. I miss that fire roasted sauce. Taco Bell, please bring it back. Same with the verde sauce while I'm thinking about it. Back in high school, my mom would bring me a double extra large grilled stuffed burrito with black beans instead of meat, and I would watch a copy of Airheads with Brendan Fraser. Ooh, good times. And of course, Baja Blast, the best Mountain Dew flavor. I love Baja Blast. Even at times when I am trying not to drink soda, I will drink Baja Blast because I love it so much. But anyway, Taco Bell, definitely S tier. Okay, next up we have Wendy's, and that's gonna be another one that is similar to McDonald's in the fact that I take a junior cheeseburger deluxe and get that without meat. I tend to like those a lot better than McDonald's sandwiches of the same nature, and I'll get like 3 or 4 of those at a time. Honestly, Wendy's fries are one of my least favorites at any restaurant, but their cheese fries, that bumps them up a notch. I'll eat them if they've got cheese on them. Cheese or ketchup, you know. Another thing I really like is their sour cream and chive baked potato. I guess sometimes also with cheese. Those are very good. I mean, it's a potato. Potatoes are good. I like potato. And I had no idea you could just get straight up strawberries there. That's interesting. Oh, you know, one thing that I do miss is their ghost pepper fries. Those were really good. I really liked those. I like burning my mouth to death. So with all that in mind, I think I'm going to give Wendy's another B tier. That's actually a tough one, because it's kind of between B and A tier. I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia, but Wendy's I've liked for a really long time, since I was like a little kid. Yeah, I'll leave it at B tier, honestly, looking at some of the other things in B tier. I like all these things. Onward. Papa John's. I think I've been there. I don't remember. I definitely haven't been there enough to rank it. Whataburger, I definitely have not been to a Whataburger. I'd like to. White Castle, again, I haven't gone there. I've just seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. And finally, Zaxby's. Zaxby's is pretty good. I like their house salad, their garden house salad. They always give you some Texas toast with it, which is really good. I really love toast. I love bread and potatoes, if you can't tell by now. Their fries aren't too bad. Sometimes they can be a little soft, but in general, I like their fries. I like their Zax sauce. And Zaxby's has a lot of really good sides, like fried white cheddar bites. I will get those anytime I go there. They're honestly probably my favorite of any of the cheese bites at any of these stores. Fried pickles, pretty good. More toast, always good. They also have mushrooms. I'm not seeing them on this list, but they also have some fried mushrooms, unless they got rid of them. But it could be that they're just temporarily unavailable, as this little message up here leads me to believe. Yeah, Zaxby's is a pretty good place. I'm gonna go with A tier for today, and that will do it. Alright, so that does it for my fast food tier list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree with me or have something to say about any of these restaurants, leave me a comment below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.